In this video, I want to continue the series on making lower thirds with Easy Video Lab 2. We're in 2.0.11 right now, and I've created this very simple lower third animation here with the simple image animation. It was originally it was called simple animation. And so really this is a very basic animation. All I did was I created a rectangle using our built-in shapes, turned off the leaf constraint proportions on resize, and sized it to get this nice rectangle here. And then I did another one here, another one with a different size. I could have duplicated it, I didn't think of that. I did create a new one and resized it, and then I duplicated that to create this one, and all I did was I just changed it. This one's from the left, and I just changed this one to coming from the right and repositioned it. So it's pretty quick and easy thing here, and it's something that you can easily duplicate either with the rectangle shape or some of the other shapes as well. But I want to kind of go a little bit deeper since that was so easy and so quick to articulate. Let me point out that a couple other things that for lower thirds. One of the things that I'm doing here, I've got a nature scene, and so I don't want something that looks out of place or unnatural. It would be just counterintuitive for this particular scene. So I needed it to feel natural. And so what helps me accomplish that is using the Manage Color Palette feature and auto-selecting colors based on this color here. This scene, this video, and you can see it's created some colors, and I used some colors that would feel natural inside of this. And so you always want to, there's subconsciously, if you had some weird colors that didn't fit, people wouldn't just, normally they wouldn't notice, but it would subconsciously bother them, and that's enough to distract your users. You don't want to do that. Another thing that I do here is I've got this where it's animating in but not animating out. And the thing about that is, this is different video. People will tell you different things, but in my opinion, you want an animation to call attention to the text area. That's good. And then you want the text message to last as long as it can so that they can get the message. You want to edit this down as much as you can and so forth. And I would rather not have an out animation and continue to have my message there, because calling attention to it at the beginning is great. Calling attention to when it's leaving is really, there's not as much value. I'd rather go ahead and abruptly go from that scene to the next scene. We see that all the time on videos and commercials and so forth. So it never bugs us. When I see a transition, a lot of the times I'm either feeling like it's a little bit unprofessional because there's no purpose in it, or it's not fitting a theme. Whenever it fits a theme, it's great, and if it's bolstering the animation. But if it's really just there because you had the effect and you went ahead and used it for no good purpose, that's not. I don't like to do that. So I like to have purpose behind my decisions when I'm making videos, and I just thought I would go ahead and articulate that I like to not have an animation most of the time when I'm doing lower thirds, because there's no good reason to call attention to it leaving, and I'd rather have that message there for a little while longer. So that's using the simple image animation to create lower thirds inside of Easy Video Lab 2.